Today we have Steve versus Aaron. This is a classic matchup in our gym. Steve is a 3-stripe white belt on the right, whereas Aaron is the blue belt on the left. And these two always have some nice little battles. We'll see this get into action now. Steve is very strong and explosive. Aaron probably has better overall strength endurance. And these two always tend to have some good scrambles. So we see Aaron come in for a bad shot and immediately give up his back to Steve. I would say biggest mistake off the get-go there was not managing his distance very well. We see Steve looking for a rear naked choke straight out of the bat. So Aaron made a mistake and now has to dig himself out of a pretty deep hole. He's doing a good job pushing that hand over so that rear naked choke's not as effective. You see Aaron doing a good job pummeling his hands to the inside to block the choke. This would be a good opportunity for Steve to switch the mount. Since Aaron's managed to get his shoulders to the mat, all Aaron really has to do start doing now is turning in, and it'll allow him to come on top. Again, we kind of see Steve kind of reclaiming that control of the shoulders here. He's doing a good job. If Steve would grab a proper seatbelt grip here too, it would help him get a little snugger to Aaron's back. And we really see Aaron kind of dominating the grip fight now. He passes the arm over. Again, working those shoulders to the mat. All Aaron really has to do now is turn in, and he can get that top position, so we'll see if he catches on. There we go. So he finally turns in, and now he starts moving on top where he can kind of start taking some control back. We see Steve kind of slow down his actions now. A common thing you see from especially white belts is when they end up in those when they end up losing dominant position, they don't really understand, they don't have anything prepared for what happens when things fail. So that'd be something good for Steve to work on, when he gives up the back and ends up in close guard, he's got to have some offense in mind. See Steve doing a good job working a deep collar grip. Starts to open his guard. Look to off-balance Aaron. We see Steve try to sweep, but ends up getting smashed by Aaron. Aaron doing a good job smashing those legs together. You can see Steve's foot's caught in the gi here, making it a little harder for Aaron to finish his pass. Aaron pops up his knee on belly. Again, still hung up with the gi though. Not uncommon to see, especially at a white and blue belts, for them to not clear that stuff. Aaron with a really nice Toriando pass. Steve still sitting up. Steve doing a good job framing, keeping that space, bringing his knees back inside to recover his guard. Aaron trying to pin. I would say part of the reason Aaron's having a hard time finishing these passes is because he's not putting enough weight on Steve as he turns that corner. He needs to keep his knees off the floor. Nice little scramble there. We see Aaron finally start to solidify things in side control. Again, popping up to knee on belly. Trying to play light here on Steve. He moves into the mount, and Steve exits out the back door. Some really nice scrambles from these guys so far. Nice to see. These two always have a lot of back and forth action between the two of them. And we see Steve pull guard. Right away, Aaron doing a good job keeping his knee up in the middle. Steve not having a very deep collar grip here. That's one thing that's hurting his positioning. We see Steve looking to attack the arm, but Aaron already doing a good job defending. Yeah, all Aaron had to do there was really get heavy, and gravity would do the rest. Now we see Steve kind of get flattened out north-south. Aaron moving back into side control. Pops up again to knee on belly. See Aaron just pulling here, creating that opposing force of tension, making that knee on belly stronger. You see Aaron go inside and try to talk the arm. So nice try there from Aaron, kind of bluffing with the baseball bat choke and then switch to the armbar. His grip just wasn't very deep, and Steve manages to free his arm. Not quite sure why these guys are using this as an opportunity to take a long break. And we see them restart and go again. Steve falls off Aaron's guard pull. Aaron again on the outside, looking to hit his Toriando pass. Doing a good job switching sides. And get some good control with his head inside so he can start looking to pin. Again, the pace slowing a little bit later in the round. Again, we see Aaron pop up to knee on belly here. And Steve trying to push the knee off. You see Aaron looking for an underhook on the far arm, but Steve's other arm's kind of in between. You see them kind of sit back again. This time, Steve's still holding on, defending. And Aaron manages to get the armbar right at the end. Nice job with Steve and Aaron. One part I'd really like to break down is kind of that ending here. So like this was all like pretty good by Aaron. Like Aaron's job to kind of disturb Steve with knee on belly was definitely working. I think this was kind of really working in Aaron's favor here, doing a good job staying heavy with that knee. And you can kind of see already like Steve's just kind of leaving this arm here for Aaron. He's just kind of leaving his hand out. I'd like to see Steve keep that arm in, especially his elbow tight to his rib cage here. That's something that's really going to kind of help him. And I'd be keeping this hand on the other side of Aaron's knee so he can kind of use a bridge turning in here so he could start looking to kind of shove that knee off as he bridges. But Aaron manages to pick up the arm here, starts looking on that far side underhook, but instead switches to the near side arm. Let's talk about a couple little things that come up that make this hard for Aaron to finish. One, we'll get a better angle here in a second. You see Aaron's grips aren't the best. I would like to see, like, Aaron's elbows are really far out in this position. What we'd like to do is get his arm in so deep that that he's elbow to elbow with Steve. And, you know, he's got a good, almost like foot of space here that's not getting utilized. So that's something I would like to see kind of like Aaron clean up. The other thing that's also interesting is Steve has an illegal grip, and we'll see it here. So here's a better view of it. Steve's using an illegal grip here. He's 4 fingers inside his gi, and that's something he can't be using here as a defensive grip. Actually, it might be okay here, because it's similar to an Ezekiel grip. So this grip actually is okay. Sorry, Steve. So he's got a nice defensive grip here that's kind of helping him hold on. Not the best for the arm lock, but I think it's definitely helping him maintain this position a little bit longer. So a hard grip to break, but Aaron kind of does the right thing here. He starts attacking more at the wrists. But I just think, in general, this might be kind of dangerous for Steve to be holding on to this 4-finger grip here, especially when Aaron attacks the wrist, because it's not going to be very easy for Steve to let go. They probably put a lot of tension on Steve's wrist, and Aaron managed to pick up a really nice arm lock at the end off it. So yeah, nice little back and forth scramble from these two. We saw a lot of good action. Something I like about watching these two guys roll is it's still very competitive, and there's something about that 3-stripe white belt versus the blue belt that always makes things interesting. Anyways, I hope you guys like this roll. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching.